All right, y'all, we're going to take a look at this Boudoir Facebook ad, diagnose it if we believe it has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. So BLCS is, Boudoir low click syndrome. That's when the unique CTR all of our Boudoir Facebook ads is under 6%. So it means fewer than 6 out of 100, every 100 women are clicking somewhere on our Boudoir Facebook ad, which means our ad is entering fewer than 6 out of 100 women's brains, because that means they didn't simply scroll by if they clicked on it, just click somewhere on it. And that means fewer than 6 out of 100 women actually have a non-zero chance of buying from us, every 100 women. It's because if the only way they have a chance of buying from us if our ad enters their brain. So we gotta get this unique CTRL is kind of the master metric, the leading metric. We gotta get this up as high as possible. 6% is the floor, that's the minimum. And if we're under 6%, we got a massive problem. That's because unique CTRL under 6% is not normal. It's a symptom of a deeper root cause. Extremely common. Everyone thinks it's normal. Everyone says, oh, it's normal, it's normal, normal. Incorrect means something's terribly, terribly broken. That deeper root cause are the 3 pre-click mistakes. More on those at the end of the video. Now, a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with BLCS is a Boudoir low-click advertiser, a BLCA. So we can see our universe taking shape here. A BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. And BLCS is treated with Boudoir pre-click optimization, Boudoir Pico. Treatment takes about a week. Lucky for you, we discovered this. We created it. It's worked every time we've done it. And the way treatment works is we duplicate the original ad, leave the original ad as it is. We duplicate the original ad. We actually apply the Boudoir Pico treatment to the duplicated ad, leaving the original untouched. And we run them both in parallel and we see which one has better metrics at the end. On average, it takes about a week. And after that, we increase or we keep whichever one running has the best metrics. Now, once treated with Boudoir Pico, we now have pre-click alignment. So we solve the 3 pre-click mistakes. We achieve pre-click alignment. And pre-click alignment activates Boudoir Brain Entry Boost in our Boudoir Facebook ads, aka we finally got our unique CTR all above 6%. And a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with Boudoir Brain Entry Boost is a dominant Boudoir advertiser, a DBA. So this is our universe right here, right now. A BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. We solved that with Boudoir Pico. It takes about a week. We achieve pre-click alignment and we become dominant Boudoir advertisers with Boudoir Brain Entry Boost. So part of my residency, first part was went out and got found a Boudoir Facebook ad out in the wild, brought it back here to the hospital, tested it, found out that our unique CTRL on that one was 4.3%. So our unique CTRL is under 6%. 6%. So we know that BLCS is present, Boudoir low click syndrome, and now we got the solution for it. So we treated it with Boudoir Pico. So what happened after that? Took about a week. We got the unique CTRL up to 6.88%. So we found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 37% of ad spend. So if they're wasting 37% of ad spend, and we're actually, if they're spending 10 grand a month on the original Boudoir Facebook ad, now they only need to spend 6,300, 6.3 grand a month on the Boudoir Pico treat ad in order to get into the same number of women's brands. This is the power of Boudoir Pico. So that difference, $3,700 a month, they now no longer have to spend. They can pocket it. They keep it in their pocket every single month, and for the next 12 months, that's literally like 40K in bonus money. It's kind of like phantom bonus, Boudoir Pico bonus, whatever. No extra effort, no servicing extra clients, just finally solving BLCS once and for all. Now, BLCS, so next part, residency part 2. Had a unique CTRL, went out there, found one. With the Facebook ad, and its unique CTRL is 1.39%. So we know that it's under BLCS, unique CTRL under 6%, so BLCS is present, and Boudoir, so Boudoir low click syndrome is present. Now we discover, now that we got the solution, we treat it with Boudoir Pico, takes about a week, and we got the unique CTRL up to 9.13%. So we found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 84% of ad spend, literally wasting 84% of ad spend. So they're spending 10 grand a month on the original Boudoir Facebook ad. Now they only need to spend 1.6 grand a month on the Boudoir Pico treated ad to get it into the same number of women's brains. And as a result, that difference, $8,400 a month, they no longer have to spend. They just pocket it, $8,400 a month bonus, kind of a phantom bonus or Boudoir Pico bonus. They just simply don't spend the money. It stays in their pocket, acts as a bonus. And at the end of the year, it's like, like 100 grand, 100K bonus just from, one Boudoir Pico treatment. So the unique CT, so finally I'm in my own hospital. I got out of residency, had a patient come through. His unique CTRL, 5.03%. Boom, unique CTRL is under 6%. We know that BLCS is present. And now we know we can treat it with Boudoir Pico. So we did that, it took about a week. We got the unique CTRL up to 15.35%. So we found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 67% of ad spend. And as a result, if he was spending 10 grand a month on the original Boudoir Facebook ad, now so basically now he only needs to spend $3,300 a month on the Boudoir Pico treated ad. And it actually, to get his ad into the same number of women's brains. And he actually only, that difference at $6,700 a month actually increases, or whatever we say. It actually basically doesn't have to spend that, just simply pockets it, kind of a phantom profit or a Boudoir Pico profit. But he no longer has to spend it. He pockets it every single month. Stays in his pocket simply from him not spending it. And at the end of the year, it's like what, 80K bonus, 80K phantom profit, 80K Boudoir Pico profit by simply just running this one treatment of Boudoir Pico. So what we've seen out in the wild, real testing, real data, real people, real results. The average Boudoir Facebook ad with BLCS is wasting about 50% of its ad spend. So you have about half its ad spend is being wasted. And as a result, we actually, look at the numbers here, wasting 37%, wasting 84%, wasting 67%. Average these up, the average of these probably somewhere between 50 to 60%. So wasting about 50% of its ad spend. So spending 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, that means, if you got BLCS, if the Boudoir Facebook ads have BLCS, Boudoir Pico can probably shave off approximately, 5K and wasted ad spend every single month. And you simply not spend that. You just keep it in your pocket. So it's literally 5K phantom profit, phantom bonus every single month, Boudoir Pico bonus every single month. And we actually increase, at the end of the year, it's like approximately a 60K profit. No extra work, no extra effort, no servicing more clients, no more fulfillment, just being more efficient. So now we're going to check this out. See what we got going here. Going to diagnose to see if we believe it has BLCS, yes or no. So we got the below creative cluster mistake. The false belief that causes us to make this mistake is that we actually believe and trusting what Facebook tells us to fill out when we fill out our ads is what we should fill out. The consequence of this, though, is when we do this, way more women scroll by our Boudoir Facebook ad than necessary, pulling our unique CTRL under 6%, contributing to BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. And as a result, more women scrolling by our ad per unit time. Facebook actually makes more money because they can serve more ads per unit time, but we actually spend and waste more money per unit time. Next, looking at the creative, the photo here. All right, we got the looks like an ad mistake. So the false belief that causes us to make this mistake is that we believe our Boudoir Facebook ads should look like ads, because that's how we've seen Facebook ads. They basically all look like ads. And other Boudoir Facebook ads, they basically all look like ads. So everyone can't be wrong, can they? But that's why every Boudoir Facebook ad I've seen and tested has had BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome, because everyone's making the same mistakes as everyone else. So when we make this mistake, way more women scroll by our Boudoir Facebook ads than necessary, pulls unique CTRL under 6%, and contributes to Boudoir low click syndrome, aka BLCS. And finally, we're going to look at this See More headline, the first 2 3/4 lines, Facebook newsfeed mobile. So, tattooed beauties. So, I think that's your chance. All right. So, we do got some good context here. But the false belief or the mistake we're making, we're doing the lack of context mistake. We're not. So, the false belief that causes us to make this mistake is we believe we provided enough context to get the right women to click in and more of them, and more of the wrong women to scroll on by, and helping the meta ad algorithm optimize. But in fact, we did not provide enough context here. So the consequence of this is way more women gonna scroll by our Boudoir Facebook ad than necessary. And as a result, this pulls down unique CTRL, and it actually increases the likelihood that we have BLCS and increase the likelihood our unique CTRL is under 6%. So if you're looking at this, diagnosis is yes, I believe this Boudoir Facebook ad has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome, and has a unique CTRL under 6%. So approximately half its ad spend is being wasted. So I believe approximately half its ad spend is being wasted every single month. So if you're a BLCA with BLCS, a Boudoir low click advertiser with Boudoir low click syndrome, and you're spending more than 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, and you've seen how the market keeps getting more and more saturated with Boudoir photographers. Like, every time someone gets a new iPhone, they're throwing up a, Google My Business profile saying they offer Boudoir, or they're, posting in the mom groups, or if they get a new camera, they're posting in the mom groups saying they now do Boudoir shoots. So more and more photographers keep entering the market, saturated market. And you're seeing also, inflation, just like kind of cost of living keep going up. And you've been pulling more and optimizing, pulling more Boudoir Facebook, more profit out of your business in other areas already. So you've already been optimizing. You decided now you're finally ready to optimize the Boudoir Facebook ad side of your business because you saw Boudoir Pico. Yeah, it can save approximately, 5K a month. Put that back in your pocket that you don't have to spend, so so it's not being wasted. And approximately 60K over the next year. You decide you want that outcome, and you want to achieve pre-click alignment. You want to become a dominant Boudoir advertiser with Boudoir Brain Entry Boost. As you know, you need that on your pathway to be the #1 boudoir photographer in your city. Then shoot me a DM when I'm open for new patient intake. Right now I'm not open. My DMs are closed, so I'm not open for new patient intake right now. But shoot me a DM when I do open for new patient intake, and we will see if you qualify for the Boudoir Pico treatment.